Yeah, so the rash, the doctor said that the rash is going to spread a little bit more down my bunghole area. So, yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Two Idiots, Two Mics. This is our first episode. We're going to be trying to come at you as often as possible. Can't commit to too much because of, life, school, work.
I'm also pretty lazy, so.
Fortnite.
Porn. Lots and lots of porn.
Yeah, porn's the main thing. School can drop out of that. Work, just quit. But
why don't you just end your life in general?
Porn is always there for you.
There you go. So.
And also indoor soccer.
Follow us on Twitter. What is it?
We'll go ahead and get the
Shoot
plugs in
followers
within
there.
the first minute of the podcast. Give us a follow on Twitter at Shiva, SHIVA, followers. No one probably understands why we have that name, so I feel like we should probably explain it. All right, so the TV show The League, about a fantasy football league where their trophy is named after a nerdy girl they went to high school with that one of the dudes lost his virginity to. And her name was Shiva. And I think like a couple of us watched that show and loved it. And we always had FIFA tournaments, and we're like, let's start using start using trophies for the tournaments. And I don't know why you guys just rolled with it of Shiva, even though you had no idea what we were talking about. But here we are today. And in Shiva we trust. It's our pro club's name. It's our indoor team name.
Yep.
Indoor club.
Yo, we got a club, man.
It's true, man. It's a lot of hard work running a successful
franchise
club
going on.
Yeah, we're a club of the people.
So we're pretty multi-talented because
Yeah.
we have a franchise. We're going to, school. We do a lot of porn. We watch a lot of porn.
We're
I do
not
porn.
doing.
I do porn by myself.
What are you doing later?
Not now.
Sorry. Are we recording? Shit. So today is Sunday, and we are recording on the first Sunday of the NFL season. I know you're not a big football guy.
Fuck all.
Fuck all bye.
Fuck all. Bye.
Fuck it all bye.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on my suicide note. So I know you're not a big football guy, but
I'm not really a guy. So.
Well,
Did you just assume that I'm a guy?
That's true. I'm sorry I didn't ask first.
So, let's go on the first topic. Mac Miller's death.
Why are we going to that? We're talking about football. I thought we were gonna go Nike.
Nike?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're doing while we're doing NFL talk. If you're on a team boycott NFL like myself and boycott Nike with my Cowboys Nike jersey that I bought yesterday.
No, but why don't you go ahead and tell them about this, what happened at work with this dumbass customer of yours?
So this dude walks in, shocker.
Is he of
older
the,
white guy?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Usually that's not Trump's demographic, so that's weird. So he walks in, and he walks right up to me, and he's like, "Hey, Matt, it throws me off that people know my name because I'm not used to having a name tag.
Yeah.
Because at my old job, I didn't have a name tag. So people walk up to me, and they're like, "Hey, Matt." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm like, "How do you know me?" So he walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, Matt, I've got some stuff to return." He's like, "You probably know why I'm here." And I was like, I wanted to be like, dude, this is fucking customer service. It's literally all people do is return stuff here. It's like you walk up, it's like, you all know why I'm here. Fucking Marshawn Lynch just walks up. He's like, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Yeah, he walks up to me. He's like, you probably know why I'm here. And I didn't really put it together at first. I was just like, to return some stuff like everyone else. And then he pulls out a Nike hat, and I literally just went, "Oh,
Here we go."
I just tried not to laugh. And so I asked him if he had his receipt, and he said no. And I was like, "Do you have the card you bought it with?" He's like, "Yeah, I bought it all pretty recently." So he hands me this white hat. The first thing he had like a Bed Bath and Beyond bag just full of
Just Nike shit.
yeah, pretty much. So he hands me a bag, or he hands me a hat out of the bag. It's just a white Nike hat, and literally it's all like sweat stained and shit on the inside. So the first thing he hands me, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, we're not gonna be able to return all this if it's like obviously worn and damaged." And he was like, "Come on, Matt. Come on, man." He starts telling me about how he's like the CEO of like some like, I think he said hair care company, which is weird because
Did he
he's
have
a
hair?
bald dude. No, he's
Yeah,
a bald
okay,
dude.
that's what's
And I just kind of looked at him like, okay. And he brought an iPad with him. He pulls out his iPad, shows me all these pictures of him with like D-list celebrities. It's like him and some chick, Bethany Frankel, who was on like Real Housewives of New York. And he just like has like a photo album on his iPad just of him with random kind of famous people.
So while you're working, he's just
Yes.
pulling the shit.
Literally the entire time he's talking to me, I'm just calling my manager. I'm like, dude, whatever. I'm not gonna deal with this fucktard. And so, I gave him the bullshit customer service of, yeah, I understand. In my mind, I'm like, you're a freaking idiot, dude. But I'm just like, yeah, I get you. He's like, I can't take this hit of publicity. I was like,
What do you mean publicity?
I was like, well, I want to be like, I was like, if you're a businessman, you're meeting with like famous and like investors and stuff like that, you probably shouldn't be wearing Nike stuff. You should probably be wearing like suits unless you're walking around wearing a Nike tuxedo or something. Which,
Nevertheless, why the fuck would they care?
I don't know.
Nevertheless, what kind of political statement are you making by returning a bunch of Nike shit? Like, you bought it in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
So by buying something Nike, you're already, I mean, not really supporting it, but there's no protest whenever you already bought something to Nike.
Yeah.
You're already making money off of it.
Exactly.
Do you really think they give a shit whether or not you're returning it?
Well, also, it's like, did you agree with Nike politically before this whole ad thing when they had little kids in sweatshops making their stuff? But all of us, that's fine. But once you start respecting or talking about equality and police brutality, that's where I draw the line.
God forbid.
Little kids can work this 80 hours a week for 2 bowls of rice. That's fine. But if you try to tell me that black people deserve to not be killed by police, where do you get off, Nike? That's the thing I don't get.
And also a thing, like, I saw on Twitter that there was this tweet whenever some idiot said, yeah, Nike just went down $3.5 billion ever since they sent that tweet, or, that commercial. It's not really a commercial, it's just a picture of Colin Kaepernick.
Well, yeah, when they first tweeted.
Yeah, but
there's an ad campaign to it,
Yeah.
but they just tweeted the image at first.
But people are saying, yeah, Nike's going down the drain, or Nike lost $3.5 billion. And I'm just like, dude, that's the market.
I saw.
People, like, money goes up and down, it fluctuates and whatnot. So it has no effect whatsoever.
I saw
Clothing
someone tweeted like the same thing where they're like, okay, Nike went down. It was like, I don't know, it was like 2.7%. I don't remember what the number was.
$3 billion.
And then it's like Adidas also went down 2.8. Under Armour went down 3.1.
Yeah.
It's like, it happens. That doesn't mean that everyone's. It's like the same people are like, the NFL's suffering now because of this. Like, they don't know. Like, they think the NFL is running out of bank run.
I think NFL is going a bit down because people are realizing that a bunch of guys that are in their like mid-20s, 30s
Exactly.
are not going to make it in like 50
Yeah.
because they're going to be so completely destroyed out of like making so many hits.
Well, yeah, that's definitely part of it too. That's why like football
what's-
participation is going down a lot too, which I understand. I wouldn't want my kid playing football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mainly because he's going to be my kid and he's going to be a 5'6", 120-pound pussy, and he's going to die if he gets one hit. I remember in middle school football, we all had to play football because if you wanted to play any sport, you had to be in athletics.
Had to be in football first, which even at that time I was just like,
Yeah, I was
what?
like, I remember my mom was kind of pissed about that. It
Yeah,
was
my
so
mom
stupid.
was upset too because I mean they were concerned about us getting hit because we were small kids.
Yeah.
And we're up against. I mean, even if it is an A team or a B team, you're still playing football. You're still taking hits.
Yeah.
And
practicing and getting hit in practice.
Yeah, if you wanted to play soccer, you had to play football.
Yep. Or basketball. If you want to play any sport, you had to play
Yeah.
football. Just because they needed that many people for their team.
Yeah.
But then every kid, like me, who's got a baby body, all just played receiver. So we had like 7 total offensive linemen, like 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, and like 34 receivers and like 34 cornerbacks and safeties, just because they just put us all on the side.
Yeah.
We're like, y'all don't get hit. You're literally going to collapse. Because if I took one good hit, my spine's snapping in half, dude. I'm not built for this shit. I just wanted to be like kicker or something like that.
Yeah. No, and kicker's fun as hell. Like high school ball, whenever you're a kicker, you do nothing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It was the same thing in the NFL.
Yeah.
You watch them, they just practice off to the side.
No, well, they train with quarterbacks. So
I saw
they still do that's training regimen.
some college punter got ejected from a game yesterday because he just straight up nailed this dude, like led with his head and just nailed a guy in the head. It's called targeting, and it's like now they're trying to change the rules up to like protect the players. He got straight ejection. I'd never seen a punter get ejected from a college football game, and I was just wondering. I was like, the rest of the team, some fucking random dude's got to punt now because the punter went and got ejected for trying to kill a guy. Anyway, back to the Nike thing. So yeah, the dude brings me all this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, bro, we can't return this. The smartass in me wanted to be like, you could burn it outside if you want.
You can burn it with you in it. Put those clothes on, put a tub of gas, and just light yourself on fire as a protest.
Just GTA it.
Yeah.
Just pour the kerosene out and just start shooting the ground, dude.
Eat rat poison.
But yeah, so the Nike thing, I think you can tell a lot about how easy a person's life is based off of what they get mad about. Like, all right, say you're a single mom living in the inner city, making not even enough to make ends meet. You're working 2 jobs. You're worried about putting food on the table for your kids and living,
not some
having somewhere to live.
Statement that somebody
you're not worried.
Literally not worth your time.
You're not worried about a fucking ad campaign ruining your day.
I think even I don't know, man. Like to be honest, I don't care what company. I mean, unless they like Satan or not even like they're Hitler or something. I mean, Adidas and Puma. But nevertheless, like if they're making political statements, I really don't care enough to burn my clothes. Like I bought them. They're my clothes. I'm still going to wear them.
What if, this is hypothetical, what if they had, say if the political I think for us, I don't know, I'm trying to play devil's advocate here and I really don't want to.
Like
but
Trump? Or
they're
condoning illegal immigration or like children camps and shit. I mean,
like if they're like, for us it's like you're an idiot because we like agree pretty much with the political statement they're trying to make. Mm-hmm. Say if it was, say Nike came out and was, like you said, they were like this kind of shit happens all the time where they'll come out like the Chick-fil-A thing where they got, they were about donating the gay marriage type thing? Yeah, they were donating money to like anti-LGBTQ stuff like that. That enraged a lot of people. And there's also plenty of people that I talk to. They're like, I love Chick-fil-A, love what they stand for. They're a great organization. You can always tell when someone's a homophobe whenever they say Chick-fil-A is a great organization. It's like, yeah, it's a great company. I've had people like talk to them. I told them about how I worked at Chick-fil-A. And they're like,
so you're a devout Christian?
No, and they're like, Chick-fil-A is a great organization. It's like, okay, bro. All right, homophobe.
Well, I mean, I still eat at Chick-fil-A even though I don't agree with what they're doing.
Yeah, I do too.
At some point, like,
I wouldn't want to like I worked there, and I worked there after that whole scandal really went down.
Let's see.
Anyone in here?
Yeah, there's some people in here. So it says
we're on Instagram Live if you're listening to this on SoundCloud.
On the side. Oh shit.
Damn, that's a decent amount of people.
Oh, Pat. Oh shit. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm Instagram living this. Oh, some people just left. You can tell how many money controls everything. Putting all variables. Okay, so one person asked, you can tell how money controls everything. Putting all variables aside, if it makes money, it works.
Well, yeah, there's plenty of people that are acting like Nike made that ad just as
obviously they're gonna
publicity, but I mean,
they're making money off of it.
That's what ads are.
Yeah.
Every ad ever is made for money.
It's not meant to be. They're not doing. They're doing this for a reason, and that's to make money. That's what every company is dedicated to.
Yeah,
and it is, and it's working.
Wait, a business is trying to make money? What the hell? Where do they get off?
Capitalism, man.
Dude, why don't they just like make weed for everyone to smoke so we can all just fucking chill, dude. All right, entertain him for a second. I need to go grab a charger for the laptop.
Oh, shit.
Talk about stuff.
One time, my uncle and I were alone, and I'm alone. I'm depressed. Let's take some comments from viewers. Are you on a radio talk? What are you doing? We're doing a podcast, so doing questions. What the?
In the future, we'll have these questions sent in.
Yeah. I kind of fucked up our stand.
Shithead.
Okay, let's see.
Bro, I straight dropped my laptop the other day, right on the side, but it's all black.
Bruh, like.
Dude, it's fucking not chill, dude. It's totally not chill. Fuck the cord go? Oh, here it is.
Just going.
Dude, look at the side of it, it's all fucked. It's like a G-spot charger now, do I have to like angle it perfectly for it to charge? Let's see. Alright. We're back. There you go. Hit the shit out of it.
Okay, you need it.
That always works.
You need to fix it. Fix the camera.
God damn it, Hugo. Alright. Oh, you moved the batteries.
Yeah.
Problem. Well, now it's a black
So
screen.
if it's covered by the face camera, the front camera, it's not going to. Dude.
Son of a bitch.
So just as a heads up, this is our. It
There
was
we go.
actually yesterday when Matt made the this bright idea to make a podcast. So early in the morning, we got all of our stuff, all of this equipment.
Yeah, I literally texted you at like
1.
No, it was like 11 something, and I was just like, dude, we should start a podcast. And then at 11 o'clock this morning, we went and bought all this shit.
Mics and headphones.
So within 12 hours, we went from an idea to hundreds and hundreds of dollars spent.
Yeah, because we make shit happen.
Well, this is like the only thing. Usually I'll think of stuff and I'm like, I wanted to do this. And then I never do it. But I've had a couple of impulse buys. Like when I spent like $600 on music shit, thinking I was like, I'm going to start performing again. And I haven't ever done it. Well, we did karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's tell that. One night, Hugo and I went out to his bar, and we got there. And right after we got there, we realized it was karaoke night. God damn it, Hugo. You're fucking up the Instagram live. We get there, and yeah, we're like, there's a dude setting up a bunch of speakers and shit. And we were like, what's this guy doing? And then no one was going. And I guess the dude who was running the karaoke probably just goes around to different bars, and that's probably his job. And so yeah, he's setting it up, and no one is going. And so I guess the dude's like, I guess I got to be the one to start it. So he gets up there, and I don't know what the hell he's saying. I guess it was like a country song. He wasn't even
music.
He wasn't even singing though. He was like the lyrics and stuff. It sounded like he was just reading the lyrics with like a little bit of like a melody to it. It was like very theatrical. He's just like da 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 da. It's like he's doing like spoken poetry. Yeah. And then some other girl, some girl looked pretty drunk, got up there. She was
just tipsy,
awful,
just completely off key and shit, just screaming and oh man.
Yeah, I don't even know what she was trying to sing. I couldn't tell what song it was.
Yeah, it was.
But she was having a good time, and that's really the main thing about karaoke is no one cares if you're good. Well, I guess you don't want to be awful, but if you're at least like having fun with it, then it's all right.
And if you're not a really good singer, you just have to be drunk enough so you can justify it.
Well, I like the thing was we got there and I was like jokingly saying, I was like, all right, it's time to come out of retirement. I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
And you were trying to convince me to do it, but I couldn't. I don't know, man. It's just it's a different animal.
Especially when you're drinking too.
Well, yeah, I mean like
it's a bar and there's people. I mean, we're pretty young and everyone.
We were probably
old.
we were probably the youngest people there.
So that's also something.
But and then the one dude who gets up there and he starts off his song. He goes, This one goes out there to all the ladies who don't want to be with a hard motherfucker like me. Me and Hugo are just sitting there dying laughing. I don't remember what he's saying. Some dude sang Piano Man by Billy Joel, and it was pretty awful, but he was just so into it that it was funny, where I was singing along with him and waving my phone. And then the night went on. We drank more and more, played some pool, played some ping pong.
Oh, we rocked ping pong.
Oh, dude, yeah. I straight destroyed you. And then we're like
we weren't those 12-year-old ping pong players, like, those Asian 12-year-olds, like, completely whacking it around, and,
Oh, the good ones?
The good ones.
Like, we were, like, slightly above average.
Yeah.
But
and also we were drinking, so.
Yeah, that's true. So your hand-eye coordination isn't the best once you've had enough in you. Well, anyway, the night went on. Wait. Yeah, okay. Or he said.
Or, yeah.
Come on,
feminism.
Man. This is a podcast for all.
Yes.
So yeah, once the night went on and there's a little more alcohol in my system, the confidence starts flowing like usual. Once I start drinking, all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? I can do anything. And then, there's the one guy who sang by himself like 4 times. I felt kind of bad because he was good, but I think he was there by himself. And I was like, this poor dude just came up here to karaoke night by himself and he's just singing. And so I went to the restroom because, you got to pee every 5 minutes once you start drinking a lot. And that dude walks into the restroom when I'm finishing up. And so me being a nice guy, I hit him with hey, good job up there, man. I was like, you were one of the only people who can actually sing in key. And he was all, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, blah, blah, blah. And he's just talking to me. I told him, I was like, I've sang in front of hundreds of people before, but this is still kind of intimidating. He's like, nah, dude, it's all just about having fun. And went back to the table, told Hugo about it. I guess Hugo, when I went to the restroom the next time, took it upon himself to go over there and talk to the dude and convince him to try to get me up on stage. And so the dude walks up to me and goes, all right, man. So I heard your friend tells me you got a higher register. He's like, I was thinking we do Yeah by Usher and Ludacris. Hold on, we got a cat situation going on here.
What's going on?
I just want to see if they fight.
They're gonna fight? Do they fight?
Yeah, they don't really like each other that much.
Okay, well, they don't. The door. Fuck.
She just straight hopped out. Well, anyway, so he walks in. He's like, "We do Yeah by Usher and Ludacris." And I was like, I knew the song. Obviously, everyone knows that song. I thought I knew the song a lot better in that moment than I really did once we got up there and the music starts playing and the lyrics are shown on the screen. I was like, what the fuck is this? I realized all I knew was, yeah, 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 yeah. And then I realized that's not even the chorus. That's the background part of the chorus. And so he's like, you be Usher. And when he first proposed the idea, he goes, I can do Luda like a motherfucker. It was the most
Luda's
confident.
Only like one verse.
Yeah.
Take that. I wind it back. Usher, Ludacris, make the booty go.
I had never seen someone be so confident in anything in their entire life than this drunk dude walking up to me and saying, and I quote, I can do Luda like a motherfucker. And
there's a lot of good quotes that night.
He did it. He went up there and he did Luda like a motherfucker. So yeah, after that finished up, if I wouldn't have been pretty drunk at the point, I would have been really embarrassed. But like I said, I didn't really care at that point. And then I told Hugo. Hugo's already pretty drunk at this point too. I was like, dude, you want to do one together? And Hugo said, hell yeah. So we went up there and we start brainstorming songs. And it didn't take long before I was like, dude, let's do Hey Ya by Outkast. Yeah. That's one of the songs that everyone knows and everyone loves. Like, it would come on all the time at Cane's on the speakers, and I could tell everyone in the lobby is having a good time. I've been to a restaurant. I think I went to a different Cane's once, and it went on there, and like all of the employees are just jamming out. They played it like 3 times in a row. They just went and replayed it on the speaker. And so I was like, everyone loves this song. Let's get up there. And I was like, and there's plenty of like rapping and stuff in it that I knew you could do. Yeah. Well, it's not really rapping, but it's just like, it's mainly like spoken. It's not like a whole lot of like melody to it. And I was like, I'll just sing the chorus and stuff. And we went up there.
And we did it.
the best part for me is one of my better performing moments in my quote unquote career was the part of the song where he says, "All right, now, ladies," and hearing all the women in the bar, yeah. And then I hit him with the "What's cooler than being cool?" And the whole bar let out a nice loud ice cold. And then all right, which of course is Matthew McConaughey's favorite part of the song. And then we get to the part with the shake it like a Polaroid picture. And I'm not much of a dancer at all. I hate dancing. I hate the idea of dancing. Doesn't interest me in the slightest. But I was feeling pretty confident that night, and I was fucking killing it to shake it. I was down on the ground. I think my balls were touching the ground, maybe. I was down. My knees were hurting the next day.
Definitely ball to floor type mood.
Usually people go balls to the wall. Nope, not Matt Duel. Balls to the floor. And we killed it.
Light scrape.
And then we went back to the table. The waitress walked by and asked if we needed any more. She probably should have known we didn't. Asked her if she heard us. She's like, yeah, that was really good. And then I still go to that bar pretty often. And last time I was there, I think she recognized me. And she gave me a big smile. Probably because she remembers the musical performance of a lifetime that she was lucky enough to witness.
And, you can give her that...
Tip.
Yeah?
Just kidding. I'll give her the whole thing. Misogyny. Stop it. It's 2018.
More than 20%, ladies and gentlemen.
20% of what?
Yeah, tip. More than 20%.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about penises.
Oh.
I was like, 20% of mine. That's like a centimeter. I'm just kidding. I don't use the metric system. I'm not a commie.
Then that guy, what was his name?
Mike. My boy Mike.
Yeah, his name is Mike. So, obviously Mike was with a couple of friends, and they were all intoxicated.
I think he was with one guy.
Yeah,
one guy.
No, there was other guys too.
Well, yeah, they were. Go on. Okay, go on.
Well, they were drunk, and I got
rowdy
up because I needed to go to the restroom. I needed to pee, and as I was walking by, I saw Mike and a couple of his buddies. All of a sudden, other guys just got up, and keep in mind, I mean, I'm a pretty short dude. I'm like 5'6", 5'7", and Mike's tall. He's like
Mike
6
wasn't
foot.
tall. He was shorter than me.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, dude. He was short. He was short. He was like.
Either way, there was a bunch of big dudes. There was a bunch of big
Yeah.
dudes. They all got up and they all tried to fight, and I was in the middle of all of it. And so you have this short ass 5'7" dude versus like 6'7" dudes all screaming at each other. So I did the only logical thing, and I started fucking yelling, like screaming on the top of my lungs, because that's the only thing that I can do. I mean, you're not gonna fight a short little dude whenever he's yelling on the top of his fucking lungs.
Hey, your voice is 6'2", bro.
Yeah, there you go. My heart is 6'2".
That's my joke, and it's my personality is 6'3".
Well, anyways, so they were all in the middle of me. They're all trying to fight, and I'm trying to break it up, but I'm literally doing nothing whatsoever. Like, they're all like shoving each other, and I'm
just
like
there for moral support.
Yeah, I'm just there to help you guys out, just in the best way that I possibly can. And I'm like, hey, fuck off, everyone, go away, fuck. They're still all trying to like fight each other. I'm just in the middle of it, and finally people started coming up and trying to help me out, break up the fight, and they did, and Mike had to leave with his drunk friend and shit. But just Matt was over there sitting at the table with
let
ladies.
me tell my perspective, my side of the story. That was my favorite moment of that night, because I'm sitting there, and there was a couple of Hugo's friends that he knew or whatever were there, so we were just sitting with them. They were, encouraging us to get up on stage, and well, anyway, we're sitting there, so it's the three of us. Hugo gets up to go to the restroom. And there was this black lady singing karaoke. I don't know what song she's singing. Yeah, so she sees, so like all of a sudden you kind of hear some yelling and stuff.
I thought it was fireworks.
Fireworks? Oh, the song she was singing? Oh, I thought you heard fireworks.
No.
No, I don't remember. Because she's like right at the beginning, and all I hear is her yell, "Hey, quit fighting. You a motherfucker if you fight," on the microphone for the entire bar to hear. And so me I just turn around, I'm like, wait, what? And I turn around, and the girls that I was sitting with were like, oh my god. I look, and there's Hugo right in the middle, just separating people and shit. And I'm just, Hugo's always that dude who, anytime there's any sort of altercation, I've learned from playing soccer with you since we were in middle school. You're always the one who has to go in there and be the peacemaker. A lot of times you were the peacemaker for me from starting shit. And so this time it was our good old friend Mike, who we had known for a solid 25 minutes max. Actually, I'm not even 100% sure his name was Mike. It was Mike. No, it was Mike. Because I remember I was trying to make one of those girls laugh, so I literally just typed the name Mike as the phone number and just sent a text that said, I love you. And I didn't really remember doing it till the next morning. I'm looking through my messages, and I was like, what the fuck? Who the hell is Mike, and why did I text him I love you? And I click on it, and there's no number for the contact. And I was like, oh, okay. I was doing a bit.
It's Mike.
I was
My
like,
boy Mike.
I was pretty proud of that joke. I thought it was funny even while sober. But yeah, so I look over, and there's Hugo right in the middle, just separating bodies. And the girls are like, oh my God, go get him. They were like recording.
Oh yeah.
And they were like recording the fight, and then I go get him, and I just look at the camera, and I just start dying laughing. Instead of getting up to go get Hugo from getting stuck in the middle of this, I'm just sitting there with my head down laughing. And yeah, they kicked out my man Mike.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since.
Yeah. We had to go back. We got to try to find Mike. I mean, he said that he was a regular.
A regular.
Regular. He said that he was a regular, so I'm pretty sure if we're there, like,
R.I.P. Mike, man. If you're out there listening, Mike,
we love you, and
we love you. Let's go
should,
get beer sometime, bro.
That's
Let's
exactly
maybe.
what I was gonna say. Mike's the type of guy that you can sit down and have a beer with.
Dude, I just want to kiss Mike right on the lips.
Dude, I'm kind of have a little stiffy for Mike.
All right, dude. It's okay to talk about kissing guys, but once you start talking about erections, then you're just taking it
Oh, so
too
you
far.
can't get a hard erection of males in this day and age? I can't get a hard on. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Matt? So you're trying to tell me that it's okay to get a hard on for women, but not a hard on for men?
I'm so toxic.
See, this is why I know
This is my toxic
you support
masculinity.
Chick-fil-A. This is how I know. You even worked there. How dare you?
Oh, man. That's my toxic masculinity is really showing right now, isn't it? Hashtag expose Matt 2018.
Let me try to non-mansplain it to you.
Yeah, so that was our night of.
That was our first karaoke night.
Yeah, we haven't been back since.
Yeah, we have to go back.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we might have peaked.
You think so?
I don't know, man. Sometimes you gotta quit when you're on top. You don't wanna be the guy.
You know,
it's
being on the bottom is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, whenever you're on the top, you got to keep on working. But when you're on the bottom, you kind of have the work done for you. You know what I mean?
Are we talking about karaoke or sexual intercourse?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Yeah. But yeah. So also this week, what day was that? It was Friday, right?
What?
The Mac Miller.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Going to Mac Miller?
Yeah. So the news came down of his. It was one of those things where like I saw like two people. It's always weird because I don't know about you guys. You guys are probably similar if you're close to my age. A lot of times I get my news updates from Twitter.
Yeah.
So I'm just
that
scrolling.
News feed type of thing. Yeah, that's really good.
And I just randomly see some people start tweeting about like
Mac Miller dying.
Mac Miller being dead, and I was like, what? And so I searched it, and I couldn't find any tweets from like verified accounts. All I could find was like a tweet from like some Pittsburgh-based like news channel or something, but they weren't verified. And I was like, all right, this probably isn't real.
Yeah.
And then like within a couple of minutes, obviously all the big news outlets started tweeting about it.
About it
and
being
it was
confirmed.
Yeah, it was
like. Do we know now how he died? I mean, obviously it's an overdose.
I don't know what kind. I don't know what kind of drugs it was. Yeah, that one caught definitely everyone by surprise. Surprise may be the wrong word. He was a dude who everyone knew. He like very openly talked about. Yeah.
I mean, many of his albums, like he he stated that he had a big drug problem. He had a drug problem about it, and
yeah. But I mean, I think most rappers kind of talk about drug use a lot anyway. But
no, he was He
He's
was
a lot
saying
more
that
honest.
he has to stop.
Yeah,
And he said
like
it in
open.
interviews wherever and that's the reason why he and Ariana Grande broke up, because she just had it with him. She said that she wanted him to get clean, and he didn't want to, and that's why they broke up. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about, like
The
why
blaming of her.
why are people blaming her for it?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people tweeting at Ariana Grande saying
Yeah.
this is your fault. Which, by the way, is like the absolute
That's fucking
worst.
terrible.
It's like the worst thing you can say to a human being
Yeah.
after someone dies.
It's your fault. This person died.
Yeah,
How fucking shitty must that feel?
I can't imagine. But I will say this. So there's people were saying it's her fault. Fault is when you're saying it's someone's fault, you're claiming that person is responsible for that person's death. If you're saying she was a part of it, that may be a completely different story.
But I don't even think that she was a part of it.
Okay, like
Look,
He's
he's
a dude
been
who's-
an avid drug user since he started his career. He's always been, drinking and shit, like, sipping lean and popping pills and shit.
sounds
and
like a
he
Saturday
finally-
night to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just kidding.
Where-
I fell asleep
and
at
then-
9:00 last night.
And that's whenever you started dating Ariana. I mean, he has been an avid drug user even before Ariana Grande. I mean,
Yeah.
and then they were both together for like 2.5 years, and she's been always telling him that he needs to stop, or else she's gonna leave. And
Yeah.
he didn't stop, and that's why she left. So I don't think she really had anything to do with.
I
his
wasn't
death.
talking about necessarily the drug part. I was talking about.
Okay.
I think he was someone who like openly talked about how he struggled like mental health wise,
Yeah.
and obviously getting dumped and then someone getting engaged, the person who dumped you getting engaged like a month or so later.
Yeah.
That's hard on anyone. I imagine especially someone who is mentally ill. I've been dumped. I'm assuming you've been dumped too. We've all kind of been there. It sucks. It's really hard. It's where it may not necessarily be, it's not that person's fault that you're upset, but they're the main reason you're upset. It's not really their fault, but I don't know if you get what I'm saying there.
See,
but.
yeah, and I understand that, but I mean, I also believe that it doesn't matter the timing of things or whether or not you piss somebody off or you make somebody sad about it. If it makes you happy, then you got to do it. And she seemed like I don't really know their relationship with her new boyfriend and everything. Like I don't know much about him, but it seems like they were happy whenever they're at the VMAs.
Well, he has some mental health problems too. He's very openly bipolar.
Yeah.
Her new man, Pete Davidson.
He hangs out with Machine Gun Kelly a lot. He's another rapper.
Machinery. What was his full
Machine.
name? That was one of my favorite Twitter trends.
Machine, I guess, or
was
something like that. Like whatever
the
you
full
Googled,
name.
MGK's name.
It was like Machinery Gunnigan Kelly. I don't know what it was, but it's funny. All those full name things on Twitter were cracking me up. But yeah, like, so people were like giving them a lot of shit because they got engaged, like probably like a month after they started dating. One of the symptoms I read of like bipolar disorder is that a lot of times you romanticize things, or like bipolar is basically you have these really strong and really bad feelings. It's polarizing to where so when you fall in love with someone, you fall hard, and if someone breaks up with you, you get your heart broken, you fall hard.
So wait, are we talking about Pete Davidson?
Yeah,
or
we're
Mac
talking
Miller?
about Pete Davidson.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know exactly what Mac Miller's mental health diagnosis was, but so like, yeah, a lot of people were giving them shit about that, but kind of felt bad for him because the dude fell hard.
Yeah.
And for him, I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick here. He's not the best looking dude. And
Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
I mean, nevertheless,
So, I
both of
mean,
them. I mean,
who?
Mac Miller's kind of
He's
all
alright.
right looking. Yeah. Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson's a little strange. But he has
They made fun of, like, apparently he
has Crohn's disease.
Yes, Crohn's disease.
Yeah, and people are making fun of like how he always looks tired and shit, but that's like people are saying he looks like SpongeBob when he had the suds. Bro, okay. That tweet is mean. Obviously it's mean, but
Okay, look,
it reminds me of the good days of
We
Twitter.
already established this. We're going to hell. We're just having fun going the way down.
Yeah, dude, if you you might as well have fun on the way there. That tweet why I fell in love with Twitter. Back in the golden days of Twitter where it was just savagery
No, nevertheless,
everywhere.
it's not even just Twitter. It's just people in general. Like,
Yeah.
people get so offended about this shit.
Everything
Like,
now.
I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but whenever Eminem called Tyler, the Creator, a faggot, and then people just got pissed off, they're just like, how dare he and stuff. Like, Eminem has been doing that since, like, the early 2000s.
Yeah. And
He's
it
been
just-
calling everybody. He's been making political moves
Yeah.
and making rants about presidents and people. And I mean, he got so much shit for what was the Superman at the time? I forgot his name. The one that he I don't think he recently passed away. He was in a wheelchair.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Fuck. Go on, just keep talking. I'm gonna Google it.
Well, he was saying that he made a
Christopher
music
Reeves, I think is what it
Christopher
was.
Reeves,
No,
yes.
that's not it. Hold on.
No, it is.
Superman. I think I'm right. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, it was Christopher Reeves. So he was talking about how
Yeah.
he wants to challenge him to a breakdancing contest.
Jesus Christ.
So he was savage like that, and people found that funny.
It's like I'm gonna start rapping and come out and challenge fucking Helen Keller to a game of hide and seek.
Yeah,
Like
dude, that was fucked up.
that's cold, man.
So
Yeah,
and people like that shit. I mean, like, this guy
They
went
ate it
what?
up.
He 10 times platinum with that album.
Yeah.
So I mean, people loved the shit that he was talking. Then all of a sudden he says the same thing, or even something less, and then people are just like,
15
"How
years
dare
later.
you?
Yeah.
How dare you say, yeah, he's a faggot?" Like, Tyler, the Creator, calls himself a faggot all the time.
Yeah, Tyler. If there was anyone in the industry that could take being called that,
Yeah,
it's
And
Tyler
then-
the
and then-
Creator.
and then let me also remind everyone, Tyler Creator's like first like single, wherever wherever he talks about Bruno Mars, about stabbing him repeatedly and calling him a faggot
What?
too. Yeah,
What?
yeah. Tyler the Creator's first song. Jesus Christ,
hell?
I forgot I keep on forgetting names, but fuck. Yeah, he calls Bruno Mars a faggot. He doesn't like him. He still doesn't like him. And he says, "I'm gonna stab Bruno Mars in his goddamn esophagus and won't stop until the cops come in." Yeah.
Hell? I'm gonna make a song. It's gonna be an acoustic song, but it's just about how I'm just gonna drop kick the shit out of Mason Ramsey. Dude, I am committed to that. I have people all the time.
Just fucking curb stomp him while he's playing his yodeling song.
Dude, yeah, I just want to. Oh god, I just want to drop kick
So-
that little bastard.
So any luck, like, getting in contact with him?
No, he knows where I am.
No.
He knows where I am. Mason, if you're listening right now, hit me up. I'll give you your address. Come here, catch these fucking hands, bro.
So also with Twitter, like, going back to the Mac Miller thing, like, people all of a sudden it just starts blowing up. Look, I get it that people want to acknowledge his death and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
R.I.P." and I get it. Like, when, even if you don't know the person, even if it's not even a celebrity, and you see somebody that has passed away, it's okay to say "rest in
R.I.P..
peace" or yeah.
Yeah.
Just acknowledgement of somebody's death is fine. But whenever you start, like, saying, "Oh, I've been a huge fan. This person influenced me. This person influenced me and shit," and I mean, that's whenever I'm just like, you got to stop with the shit, because
Well,
you're
no-
only doing this for attention.
Okay, no, like, I get that, like, this person's influence on me. That's all cool. But whenever you're like, you turn it into like, I like this person's like, this is really hard on me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. By it was
you don't know what I'm going through. It's like, bro, what do you think the person? All right, so if you're saying you're sad because Mac Miller's dead, like, you don't know what I'm going through. Like, this is so hard on me. It's like, well, how do you think his friends and family, the people who actually know him and he
Yeah.
actually knows they exist in real life, feel?
Yeah.
Like I went on a big rant on Instagram about this, and I had mainly positive feedback of people agreeing with me. But if you don't, that's okay. You know,
fuck you,
no, it's all good.
fuck you.
Fuck you. That I was saying, like, I feel like that's part of a lot of times how people turn stuff. Like, okay, so for an example, whenever there was the shooting in Vegas, where it was like the biggest mass shooting in history,
Yeah.
I saw multiple people talking about how the time they went to Vegas or whatever. It's like, dude, like,
It makes no sense.
it has no correlation. It's like, oh yeah, I went to Vegas last year. This is crazy. I can't believe this is happening. It's like, dude, what is you getting drunk and fucking getting those $45 giant margaritas and walking around and then losing fucking half your tuition on blackjack have to do with fucking 50 people just got shot and killed, and you're like, I was just there 6 months ago. It's like, it's
Getting
not really how it
fucked
works.
up. I
Yeah, dude.
don't even know. I was like fucked up.
That could have been me. That's the thing I hate when people are like, it could have been me. It's like, dude, how come you don't say that every time that someone dies in a car accident? That could have been me. That's way more likely to happen. You die in a car accident and get shot at wherever. Well, anyway, another good example. Oh, Isaac's upset. Another good example is, okay, there was the shooting at the Madden tournament in Jacksonville. Which is probably like the
just some
strangest.
player open fired whenever he lost.
Man, that's the kid on Xbox Live who would call you the N-word. That's who that kid is. That's just an adult version of him. But
Just
anyway,
a bunch of sensitive fucks, to be honest.
but like that's got to be the weirdest setting for a mass shooting is a fucking Madden tournament. Well, anyway, the point I was going with, yeah.
I mean, we all rage.
Yeah, I usually when like at our tournaments when I get mad, I usually just throw water bottles and break paintings at my house. I don't usually open fire on you guys, at least not yet. If you guys don't let me win within the next couple of tournaments, I'll think about it. But anyway, yeah, I saw a bunch of people being like, people were like, I was in Orlando last month. This is crazy. I was like, okay, so you want attention because people got shot and killed in the same state that you visited months ago. Like, how does that work?
Then people want attention for the Mac Miller death.
Yeah, it'd be like if I said that it would be like if I like tweeted after the shooting in Jacksonville, I was like, hey, this is really hard on me. I actually just played Madden this morning. That could have been me. I beat this dude online. He could have tracked my IP address through my PSN name, came up to my house and shot me in the face, dog. Man, y'all pray for me, dog. This world's crazy out here, man.
Bro,
thoughts and
none
prayers.
Of you understand the tension that someone has to be in whenever they play Madden. I mean, all these slot passes.
Bro, when it's the fourth quarter and it's 4th and 3, you're trying to throw that Y stick and that shit don't go down. Makes me want to open fire, dog. All right, we should probably stop joking about that tragic. Going on, next point. Okay, my favorite example of this was when there was the shooting in downtown a couple of summers ago. You remember where the dude just started killing cops?
It wasn't just. I heard there was more people. It was more than just one guy.
Yeah, that's what everyone really said because they were getting kind of shot from like weird angles and stuff. But anyway, instantly, I saw there's a very different reaction to that shooting. I saw multiple people that were like good. Almost celebrating the fact that cops were being killed. Which is
fucking
idiotic.
Pigs.
Yeah.
And I remember that we both went after this one person, whatever. She was just like, yeah, that's good, piggies. And I'm just like, I bet you're the type of person wherever like your cousin or your brother went to jail for something he obviously he fucking did, like shooting up some people or selling drugs, and then they arrested him, like obviously, and then you're just like, nah, man, fuck the cops. Fuck those cops for arresting my cousin. He only killed 2 people.
Your Man Crush Monday tweets fuck 12 after he gets arrested for selling drugs for the 6th time.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? What do you want cops to do? Do you want cops to just, yeah, that's fine, man. You just go ahead and do it.
Bro.
What kind of stupid ass shit is that?
Cop's going to walk up to you. All right, cut it out. Stop murdering.
I understand, like, police brutality and everything, and that's I mean,
completely separate issue. Yeah.
But they're trying to combine it. They're just like, oh, all cops are pigs. No. If there weren't any cops here, especially in Dallas, man, I don't know what the hell would be happening right now.
But yeah, I remember when that whole scenario was going down, or situation.
Yeah.
There, you know, like it definitely did feel different since we're from Dallas. Usually, you know, you see these stories about like when you see a shooting in Vegas, like what?
Vegas,
that's crazy. Like,
but in Dallas,
but when it is your hometown, it definitely does kind of hit closer to home.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, this is my city. These are my people, whatever. But a lot of people were like, oh my God. I saw like a couple of people were like talking about they know people that work in downtown. They're like, my cousin works in downtown. Oh my God.
Shut up, ho.
My brother works in downtown. I was just in downtown on Monday. It's like, bro, it's downtown fucking Dallas. We've all been there. That'd be like if I was like, yo, this is really hard. I'm a Mavs fan. They play in downtown.
And this just kind of all ties in with people trying to get some attention for some traumatic thing. Like somebody dying or a mass event, and people are just like, damn, feel sympathy for me because I did this, or I was associated with this for a little bit. And that's what's just kind of annoying nowadays. People are sensitive as fuck, and then they also want some attention in social media.
Yeah.
Like the whole purpose of social media is to get attention, and I get it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
But whenever you're going so far as to saying, oh, feel for me or feel sympathy for me because of the death of someone or because of a mass event, that's whenever you're going too far.
Yeah.
That's a load of shit, to be honest.
There's nothing wrong with trying to get attention on social media. That's literally, it's why it's there.
Yeah.
People are like, I don't care what people think. I was like, well, you did enough to post it for hundreds of people who follow you to see it.
So you obviously did care.
Yeah, like if you didn't, like, say you take a... That'd be like if I like release a song that I wrote and I'm like, I don't care what people think. Of course I care what people think. That's if I didn't.
Or if I post a dick pic for everyone to see. I mean, of course I care.
Like I usually just mail them for Christmas cards to my loved ones. But if I post it on Instagram, I want to know what y'all think.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think of what I'm packing. All right.
It's girth, the color, how many veins,
how much you can tell that I photoshopped it to make it look less embarrassing. You know, just common stuff. Yeah. But yeah, like there's nothing wrong with wanting social media attention. We all post stuff. If we didn't care what other people thought, we wouldn't post it for everyone to see. Yeah. We would keep it to ourselves.
Yeah, but then you're just, it's that, and then there's also going so far as what we're talking about is insane. Like feel for me. Yeah. Feel for me because this person died and I have a deep connection with them.
There's ways to get attention, and using the death of other people, I don't think is necessarily the right way.
It's not. It's not at all. Period. Stop doing it. Stop doing it, bitch.
I told, and like I said at the end of my rant, I was like, people don't just do it for famous people. It's like you'll hear about someone who died who like kind of lived around here, like I never knew him or whatever, and then all of a sudden everyone was super close with that person. They're like,
where were you whenever they were alive?
Yeah, they probably like hung out with them once, and then now they tell everyone like, yeah, that was really tough. Yeah, he was like my best friend. So I was like, bro, if I die, say I die tomorrow. Let's fucking hope. I'm just kidding. Say I die tomorrow. If we had like one conversation, don't go around telling everyone how close we were to try to get attention. Just be like, yeah, he tried to slide in my DMs, but I didn't reply.
No, I want you to do that. That'll be one fun ass funeral. Every single person that I slid on the DMs just going to my funeral. It's gonna be a fuckload of people. Guys too. Some of you guys out there.
Sometimes you just gotta slide in a dude's DMs. You ever get a real bro vibe from a guy where you're like, I want to be bros with you, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Girls, I know girls do it.
There's no problem with that.
Girls do it all the time. I always see girls.
Why can't I have a bro vibe with somebody and then people just calling it gay?
Yeah, like girls are always like, oh my god, like they always tell each other how pretty they are and to become friends. If I comment on a dude's picture, yo dog, you look handsome as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's go get a beer sometime, bro. Suddenly I'm weird. If I'm like, bro, you look fucking cute, dog.
Yeah.
I'm weird. Anyway.
If I send memes about beating my meat to other guys, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Hugo's the dude who, we all have our own signature tricks. Hugo's main one is that he's been mooning me in public places since like sixth grade. Yeah.
Not even in public, private too.
Well, no, dude, I literally... Probably the worst example was when I dropped you off. You got out. I don't know why. I was giving you a ride home, and you decided you were gonna get out on Frankfurt and Kelly. It's like 5:00, fucking rush hour traffic. I don't know why you made the decision. Like, I'll just walk from here, even though we literally live like you're like on my way home. So he gets out, and as he gets out of the car and is going across the crosswalk at fucking rush hour traffic, just pulls his pants down and has just got his ass out and he's just jumping up and down, smacking his butt at me while walking across the street. Meanwhile, there's probably 20 cars at least that just see this.
I'm gonna do that all the time, just not at 5. I also did it at night.
Well, yeah, then you can't really see it. Yeah, but yeah, he just straight did it, broad daylight.
No, what about Birchford's class?
Okay,
that was the best one.
Another good example. I had to do like we all had to do one-on-ones with our teacher for our freshman year.
No, this was in high school year. This is high school. We're not in high school.
This is junior year.
Yeah, because
yeah.
You were in Bridgeport from junior year.
Okay, yeah. So junior year high school, we had to write papers where we had to have a one-on-one with our teacher. So we'd sign up for times. Hugo went right before me, and so he's leaving while I'm walking in, and so I'm sitting down and talking to her. And while he's leaving the room, it's literally just me and the teacher in the room, and then Hugo's leaving at the back. So I'm looking, like the teacher's looking me eye to eye, and I'm looking over her shoulder, and there's Hugo leaving the room with his ass just full on out in the middle of a high school classroom. And I'm just sitting there, and she's talking to me about my proposal, or I don't even know what the hell we're writing. And
Semester.
I'm just sitting there trying not to laugh because there's Hugo smacking his ass in the background while walking out the door. I used to do it too. You'd walk by my classrooms
Oh yeah.
and just yell. No, you'd make our signature noises that we always make.
The whole.
Yeah, you just Ginger woke up and you did.
So flinching.
But yeah, you'd do that into every classroom. Every time you'd come to Canes when I worked there, you'd scream it while leaving. You still do it now,
Yeah.
even though when we go. But yeah, so Hugo's signature trick is that. My signature trick is I'm really good at casually throwing up.
Okay, let me tell this story. Fucking hell. Okay, so I don't condone underage drinking, even though I do it. Well, not anymore because I'm 21.
We were 21.
Yeah.
We never.
No, I'm talking about like.
Oh,
just
if you're
in
not
general.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait
So
till you're 21.
don't do this. Don't do
I
this.
never drank at all until I turned 21.
Yeah. No. Don't smoke weed. Smoke pot.
Just do meth.
Yeah, that's what I was
Don't
thinking.
be a pussy.
So, again, not condoning people drinking under the age of 21, but we were drinking. We were 21. We're legal. Well, anyways, we're barely 21, so we're having fun buying booze and shit. So, when a friend of mine, had a 21st birthday party, I didn't really know who to bring. So I brought Matt.
Well, the way you proposed it to me is, hey, do you want to go to this party? It's this girl's 21st birthday party.
Yeah, because like whenever somebody says it's my 21st birthday party,
it's implied
yeah,
that it's going to be like
it's going to be a lot of
drinking
alcohol.
and
There's going to be a
turning
lot
up.
of fun going on, and this was not those situations.
I'll never forget the
So
moment
this
we
was-
walk in.
Yeah, this was South Dallas, so this was about what, a 45-minute drive.
Yeah. But
Yeah, so we're in North Dallas. We went all the way down to South Dallas, and I mean, Matt was kind of on the fence about this, so I was just like, dude,
I
there's
just
gonna
went
be
for
a
you.
girl. Yeah, no, but there's gonna be a girl. I'm just like, there's gonna be girls that we can talk to, and
You didn't say that the girls were going to be 7-year-old little cousins of the girl who turned 21.
Hold on, let's hold off on that. So I come over, or we get there, and we go to the backyard because they told us that the party's in the backyard. We get there, and it's a full-on like fucking Mexican style party with a piñata and a bunch of kids.
It's total family party.
Yeah. And
We fucking stroll in, 2 black bags with booze and shit. We're ready, like, what's up, guys? And we walk
time to
in.
get fucked up.
And I stuck out like a sore. My white ass walks in there and sticks out like a sore thumb, to where everyone's just looking like, who the fuck is this kid? Who's this possibly Asian kid walking in carrying 2 black bags with liquor in them? So we walk in, and I literally, as soon as we open the gate and walk in there and see everyone, I go, what the fuck? Out loud. My natural reaction was, what the fuck?
Was
And I just
on?
look
we
at
both
Hugo.
look at each other. We both look at each other with the same face on. We're just like, what the fuck did we just enter? Where the fuck is this 21st birthday party? And so I told him, I'm just like, all right, man. So we're gonna drink as much as we can.
Oh, no. What you said before was what cracked me up. You're like, so we're walking. They're like, oh, there's a cooler over there. You can go put the booze in there. And we're like, all right, cool. And we're walking over there. And Hugo so casually just goes, so this is not what I was expecting. I was like, you fucking think, dude? We just walked into a fucking family fiesta, and you're over here selling it like it was a fucking rager we were going to. But yeah, so go on with your...
So I was just like, okay, we're gonna be here for like 2 hours. We're gonna have a little bit of fun.
You're like
I
2
said, it
hours
was-
max.
Yeah, 2 hours max, because I mean, we drove there for it took us 45 minutes to get there. So we bought booze, so we might as well have a little bit of fun while we're there.
Yeah.
And so we were drinking, we were talking, we were having we had a soccer ball there, so we were drinking and playing a bit of soccer and
Playing the soccer.
Did I say playing the soccer?
Welcome to
No.
this great time. We playing the soccer.
Did I really say playing the soccer?
I think so. Anyway, go
Shit.
on.
Well, we were playing soccer and while drinking, of course.
And we're playing beer pong too.
Yeah, we were playing beer pong, but that was later. So I had, I think it was two. What did we bring?
Well, you got those like
Smirnoff things.
no, yeah, but they were like the ones that are like a little bit harder.
The screwdrivers, or
I don't know what they're called.
well, whatever
Anyway,
it was. I was drinking alcohol, then all of a sudden I saw the piñata go up, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go take a couple licks off that piñata.
The line, I wish you could. I should have got a picture of the line for the piñata.
But
It's
the
like-
7-year-old kids just like
little.
waiting.
It's like little 6-year-old Beto, 8-year-old Rodrigo, and there's fucking 21-year-old Hugo just soaring over. Looks like a fucking NBA player playing against middle schoolers.
It's probably the only time whenever I'm gonna.
Yeah, I was
be
about to
like,
say. I think I should have gone and stood in line and took a
Yeah.
selfie just for the
Absolutely.
like just hanging out at the
So-
bar tonight.
What up, Shotty?
Look at all these little fucking kids. I should just beat the shit out of all of them. Hey, little fucker.
Just drop kick a couple. Of
Yeah,
them.
just push them by the back of the head. Just fucking smush them. Just palm their face and shove them out of the way. I'm going next. But
Well,
yeah,
anyway.
Hugo got up there.
And yeah, I mean, obviously they're gonna make it harder for me, but I think it was pretty unfair because they weren't doing the same thing for the kids.
That's
But
bullshit.
I was blindfolded, and I didn't
one
know
else
where it
was,
was
right?
at. Yeah, no one else was blindfolded. This is so unfair.
Ageism.
Yeah, fucking. I thought this was an equality.
Yeah,
nation here.
civil rights. This is the 90s.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking sue. Well, anyways, they blindfolded me, and they were raising it up. They raised the piñata up wherever I couldn't hit it because I was still pretty short, and I didn't break it, and I was really disappointed, and that's what
You
caused.
didn't break it?
I didn't break it. No,
I'm embarrassed.
It was
Why are
like-
we even doing this podcast?
it was like
I don't know why we're
it was like
friends.
8-year-old Sally who broke it right after me. I'm
There
pretty
was-
sure like I
There was no one named Sally at that party. Maybe
Oh,
Cecilia.
Cecilia Juanita.
Juanita?
Come here, Juanita. Come here.
No. We need more lemon pledge. Come
So-
get it, bitch.
So the piñata thing, drinking some more, beer pong, and then
All of a sudden, your friends walk up to me and just start. I don't know. I guess I was
No,
getting
I told
off a
them.
really.
I gotta be honest with you.
God
I told
damn
them.
it.
So I'm a
didn't know
big I'm a very bad friend whenever it comes to this. I tell all my friends to start drinking a lot because I want them to be drunk.
No, you told them that. Well, you.
Yeah, I
I'm
got the
just chilling.
tequila, I got the shots, and I told them all that they need to, because you needed to loosen up because this was a good party. They had
You just said it was a kids' party because I'm not walking around. Just
Yeah.
fucking. I don't have my pants off and I'm not shit faced around
Yeah,
fucking
man.
7-year-olds. That's a felony if I did that shit. I can't do that.
No, it'll be fun though. Anyways, told my friends to give them something to drink.
So they walk over there and no, they just take a key to a beer and like shotgun this. I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? I don't even like beer.
Yeah.
And then they did it with another one afterwards, and they're like literally like, they're like grabbing my throat and stuff. They're
Yeah.
calling me a pussy and shit while I'm doing it. I'm just sitting there try not to cry because my feelings are hurt. And then they bust out the tequila on top of that.
Okay, so
Which
one
is
tequila. There was 2 tequilas that they served us with. One was absolute trash. Like I did not like that. The other one ran pretty smooth, but nevertheless, a lot of tequila shots. And I went to the front yard in my car. I chilled out. I wanted to cool off a bit, so I put the air conditioning and I was playing some music and I was chilling out in my car. I go back. I see this dude just like sitting there casually.
well, you missed the first time
Yeah.
I threw up.
Yeah.
I just literally no, you were there. I think we were just chilling.
I walked away. No, I wasn't there.
Oh.
I was told. I was told by. The,
I was sitting there on my phone, just chilling, looking at some tweets like I do.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you know, like you're just chilling, you feel fine. Then all of a sudden, it just hits you like, I gotta puke.
Yeah.
So I just get up and wobble my way to the back of the backyard, bend over, puke a couple times, stumble back. I chugged like 3 bottles of water. I was like, bro, I need to sober up. I literally like 3 bottles of water, like fucking. It was like the hot dog eating contest, but it was chugging water, and I'm Joey Chestnut, dude. I was just pounding them. And then I was like, all right, I feel all right. And so I'm just sitting there in the chair, still feeling like a little uneasy. And Hugo comes back, and I'm just sitting there, and we're all just sitting in a circle talking about whatever.
So, I remember that I sat down and they already told me by this time, like I didn't see you throw up, but I was told that you were throwing up, and I'm just like, hey buddy, you all right? And you have your like arms
like-
crossed. Yeah.
I'm sitting leaning back in my
Just
chair,
had your arms crossed and then,
just nodded my
yeah,
head.
you're
like,
all right. You're
yeah.
like, I'm just like, all right. So he cooled down a bit. So he just tilts his head. You just tilt your head to the side. And you're just like, ugh, just casual, like it wasn't even anything. You just bent down.
I just puked over.
Just
I just
open your
leaned over
mouth.
my shoulder.
Cause you know how some people, whenever they throw up, they're just like, ugh, ugh, they like
Yeah,
gag
yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of times, and then they like open their mouth like they're about to throw up, and then they move. Yeah, like
get
that.
Kelsey.
Like you didn't do that. Like you just open your mouth. You just opened it up, and then everything came out. And that was like the calmest throw up I've ever seen anybody do. It was fun. It was great because honestly, that's a talent. That is a gift. Because if you have to throw up, you kind of have to give it a couple of gags. You have to go like, ugh.
Dude, what's weird is
stick a finger in there, pull the whole bulimia thing.
I never throw up, dude. Like, I threw up in 3rd grade. I got really sick on my birthday in 3rd grade, and I didn't throw up again until sophomore year of college. I got a stomach virus, and I like threw up a couple times. Those are the only 2 times I threw up within like a 11-year period, 13 or 12-year period, 10 year something. And then I started drinking, and I've thrown up twice since then, both from tequila. Yeah. The second time is when we were celebrating our friend's 21st birthday, and I knew. Okay,
shout out to my dude Ramel,
that boy Bromel. Yeah. Tequila makes, anytime I drink tequila, it makes my face turn super red, and then makes my stomach hurt.
No, you said that it was like an allergic reaction.
Yeah. No, okay. So there is a thing where some people are allergic to tequila, and like my sister said she's that way to where anytime she drinks it, it makes her face turn super red and like kind of itchy.
Speaking
my
of your
mom
sister,
says the same way.
here.
My sister doesn't live here, you dumbass. That's why. Anyway, so I told Hugo's like, all right, let's get some tequila shots. I was like, bro, no, I don't want to drink tequila. I take 1 shot, and I was like, all right, dude, I'm done. I'm not drinking anymore.
Nope.
Hugo literally against my will, he calls over the waitress, and he's like, can we get another round? I'm just telling her, I'm like, no, please don't. Please. I looked like a little kid.
And
I looked like a little kid held against my will.
Do
and
it.
Hugo just...
No.
Well, she was happy because those tequila shots were expensive as fuck. To where she was like,
they were actually pretty cheap for tequila.
Anyway, so she went and got more, brought it back. I very slowly threw back the other one. Basically, Hugo basically to shove it down my throat.
That's what she said.
That was
bad. That's what she said.
Poorly worded. Anyway, so I throw it back. It was awful. And then he's trying to get more, and that was when I was like, dude, no, I'm putting my foot down. No,
I think you did have the last one.
No, I only had 2.
You had 2?
I
thought you had 3.
Ramel had 3. You had like 4, you dumbass. So you were already fucking... Then we went to a different bar and kept drinking. You were already drunk.
No, remember that this was the same bar that we went to karaoke with.
Yeah, so we're pretty much...
After that,
I'm pretty much
shots,
a celebrity there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we went there, drank for a while more. I felt like kind of drunk, but I wasn't really like... I was fine. But then we went to Whataburger. Actually, now I was pretty damn drunk because I don't really remember that much of going to Whataburger.
Yeah, like I remember ping pong and shit. And
it was it was probably about 3 a.m. when we got to Whataburger. Go in there. I ordered a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich, and I was looking forward to it, dude. I was feeling hungry. Right after I order, I'm standing up, like, it hits me like a truck. I'm like, bro, I gotta puke. So we walk out. I walk outside.
Dude, hold on a second. You still get your meal. Like, they call you up and you get your meal.
I didn't. You brought me my meal.
No, because you had it. You had it and you sat down on the table. And it was just like, because I was on the other side of the restaurant and you just decided to sit on another table. And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah. You were sitting at another table. And I was just like, why aren't you sitting with us?
I was trying to make friends, bro.
There was no one there except for us and some other guy.
Exactly. That's my friend group. No one. Well, anyway, so I was like, bro, I got to puke. And me being the courteous drunk that I am, I was like, I don't want to puke inside this Whataburger. So I walk to the front. I'm sitting out on the curb. I'm just sitting on the curb chilling. And then Hugo and Ramel come out there and just sit next to me. And they're all, you okay, buddy? And I hadn't puked yet. I was just chilling. And we were just sitting there talking and like laughing or whatever. I was like, I don't feel very good. And we were just laughing, talking about whatever. Then all of a sudden I just lean over. Just
Same thing. Like, you just lean over to the side. You just open your mouth and then just everything comes out. Just not even without any hesitation. No hesitation. No gagging. No like reflex. No nothing. You just open your mouth and then just a fucking like fuck ton of matte liquid comes out.
I remember just chilling there. I ate like 2 bites of my sandwich and I just chilled there next to my pile of puke and was just sitting there and acting normal.
Oh yeah, and I was eating the entire time.
Yeah, they're all just chilling. Like,
I was just right next to you, just eating my I don't even know, my patty melt. I had a patty melt. By the way, Whataburger is not good. I don't know why some people can eat it for days, but I can only eat it whenever I'm drunk or I'm fucking like high as fuck. That's it. Like, I cannot.
We just enjoyed delicious In-N-Out right before recording.
Yeah, honestly, In-N-Out. Shout out to In-N-Out. But yeah, Whataburger is so overrated.
Sponsor us.
Fuck Whataburger.
Well, don't say fuck that. Maybe they want to sponsor us.
Well, fuck off until you give me money.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. In-N-Out, if you're listening.
In-N-Out, you can get this.
What the fuck is up, dude? Hit
We
it
can
up.
we can do it animal style. That's gonna be your new commercial. If you use that, I'm trademarking it right now. If you use that In-N-Out, I'm
It's
suing
just
you
you.
for all of your money.
It's just you fucking a horse. It's just a bestiality ad.
Do it animal style. In-N-Out commercial.
It's just fucking you and a fucking dog just chilling.
What's up with me fucking some animals? What about you, man? You want to fuck a giraffe or something? They give you that
I'm too
long
short.
neck. No, they'll give you that long neck.
I don't really like things that are taller than me, especially animals.
So, going off on that topic, like, what do you think about girls who are taller than you? Because we're not tall men. We're not those 6 foot. If you're 6 foot, if you're not 6 foot, don't talk to me. Fuck off. If you're below 120, don't. If you're not below 120, don't talk to me.
If you're not below,
It's a double negative. So I would just
See,
say if you're
120?
above, yeah,
that's like less than me. I don't want to date a chick that's skinnier than me. I don't care if you're like 150. Come my fucking way, dude. I don't care.
Damn.
Crush my ass. I don't care, dude. Dude,
But what I'm trying to say is,
dude,
like, why do you have this
I'll
double
fuck a Hummer.
expectation? Why do we have this double expectation whenever girls don't like short dudes? Like, I'm deeply offended.
Yeah, dude. My little manlet heart is really offended by that.
Just because I have a small dick doesn't mean anything with my love. Okay?
My sense of humor is like 6'2".
Yeah.
Solid. All girls say they love funny guys until
You meet someone that's like has this dark sense of humor. But then again, that's what it is nowadays. Like, we all have this twisted dark sense of humor, and we count that as comedy.
every girl says they like nice guys, but it's funny that most of the time when a girl tells you they're not interested, it always starts off with, "You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, but blah 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 blah." It's
You're
like,
just
well,
fucking ugly, dude.
yeah. Well, they don't say that to me usually. They might think it, but I hope
Yeah.
if they said it, I'd probably would have hung myself. Damn, dude, we're sitting pretty at hour 11 minutes, man.
We got
God
podcasts for an
damn.
hour and a half.
We were like, fuck, dude, how are we gonna fill time?
How
I
are we
was
gonna
worried we were
start
gonna go
this shit?
25 minutes. We literally wrote down 2 topics. We wrote down Nike and Mac Miller,
We're going up.
and here we
tangents
are. We could probably wrap it up right around here.
You think so?
Cowboys about to start. Get the season
Cowboys
out of
already
the way.
started.
No, it starts at 3:35. It's like 3:30,
3:30.
3:32. Dude, I could not have timed this better.
This is pretty good. Well,
So we're gonna try to be consistent with this. Like I said, it's kind of hard with work, school, and all that to.
and porn. Don't forget the porn.
Yeah. Sundays usually work pretty well for me. I told work I couldn't work on Sunday for religious reasons, aka watching football.
There you go.
I've done that at every job I've had.
No, it's smart.
Yeah. Shout out to religion for giving me an excuse to just sit at home and watch football.
Oh yeah, we got to mention that we're starting a new religion. The First Baptists.
I forgot about that. That was
Forgot about the First Baptists, dude.
was it freshman year of high school?
Yeah, First Baptists.
Baptism.
Baptism. So, once you become a member of the Baptist Party, we will meet every Wednesday, otherwise known as Hump Day, and we'll just all get in a huge circle jerk and praise the Lord.
The Lord being lotion.
Mila Kunis. Mia Khalifa. No, both.
Wait, did you mean Mia Khalifa? But you
Yeah.
said Mila Kunis.
You know what? Both.
Dude, I fucking love Mia Khalifa as the voice of Meg on Family Guy. Dude, I'm so happy that Ashton Kutcher and Mia Khalifa finally got married. All right, on that note, we're going to get out of here. Y'all take it easy. You know, feel free to hit us up with some questions or anything you maybe want to hear us talk about in the next podcast.
Oh yeah, hopefully we get a new some social media going on. Some Twitter page.
I already have too many Twitter accounts, but I'll start another one. Fuck it. Between mine and then
Sad SCD
Shiva
fans
followers,
and
Sad
Shiva
SCD
followers.
fans.
That's just 3 accounts. You need another one.
I need 4, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably make a catfish account too, so I can just start hitting up chicks.
You don't have a catfish account? Well, anyways, we got plenty of more topics to talk about the next time. Yeah, tune in next time. Whenever I beat off Matt. Beat off?
Beat. What?
Beat your dick off?
Both hands?
Yes.
Okay, bye.